and show you guys some of this quality so you can see just how shiny this thing is. Pretty good. And let me back up a little bit so you guys can see some of the gloss, the sheen. But yeah, she's looking good. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of LJ's Garage. Today, I'm doing something that I don't normally do, which is keep my car clean. I'm the worst at this. So I take good care of the car in the sense that it's well maintained and, you know, I park far away from others, but I've gotten to the point that I've realized that a car is just a car. So I'm not one of those people that goes above and beyond. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying that I don't take care of the car, but I'm the kind of person that when someone tells me it's, let's say, $1,000 to detail, ceramic coat, do all those things, I'm like, I'd rather spend that money on other things like mods. Go fast. But I understand the importance of protecting something like this. I will say one thing, LJ cannot be bought, however, LJ does like gifts. So today I've got some GT Shine, and this is their quick ceramic spray, as well as they gave me a bunch of towels, which is pretty sweet. I like the color purple, but I like the color blue more than purple, but either way. Sorry, I get distracted. Moving past that though, the GT Shine quick ceramic spray is pretty solid from what I have seen. You know, I'm not going to do all of the steps on this like clay bar because I don't have time for that. I'm going to do this video out of order because if you click on this video, you probably want to see ceramic coating stuff first. So that's kind of how I am. I get straight to the point, none of that fluff. So let's get right into it. GT Shine. Alright, so I went ahead, she's all dry. I'm going to go ahead and just do a test. On the right hand side, I went ahead and I treated with the GT Shine, and then the left side is not treated. So we'll see if there's a difference. And this is what everything looks like after a few minutes. But as you can see, I think I just need to do a better job of cleaning. But however, I will say that this does a good job. So it's a nice little quick ceramic spray, and for the most part, keeps everything easy to clean. So it's got my vote. I like to do the interior first. I don't know the method to the madness when it comes to detailing. So I'm learning, I'm getting through this process. This isn't my cup of tea, my area of expertise by any means, but cars are my thing. I do like cars and I like keeping them clean. So yeah, let's do it. If you guys have any suggestions, or if you guys make vacuums for any odd reason and found this videos, I still use this thing, a normal house vacuum, to keep my car clean. And it's nice to just plug it in and use this. So I usually do the interior first, which is what I'm gonna do. Alright, once I get done with the vacuuming, I tend to just do the interior completely. I'll do the wipe down. So I usually go with Meguiar's. I use this stuff. It's pretty solid. I've used it forever. And then for the glass, this is what I use since I do have window tint. This is probably the, you know, the best thing ever. And then I do also have this polish as well that I just started using a lot. But if you haven't seen my video on this one, be sure to check it out. Koenig is pretty awesome to work with, and I like their cleaners. So check that out. Just so you guys know I'm not a complete slob, this is what everything looks like before. The previous owner took great care of this thing. He's even got the plastic still on there. I've had this for 3 years now. The car was originally ceramic coated, does have a clear bra as well as PPF in a couple spots. So, you know, it's lived a good life. So there's really not much. I just kind of give it a refresh here and there. I also have a dog who likes to live in this back seat. So anytime you see any little wet stains, it's from the dog. Alright, so I'm not that picky when it comes to all this stuff. So I've got my turtle wax, yeah, bug and tar remover. That's what I usually use for bugs. It works pretty good. Chemical Guys has some stuff that I've used before, but I'm not bougie enough for Chemical Guys. And then I've got these little pads that I use to scrub the bugs. I've got these tire brushes, this guy, and then a bunch of other rags and doodads and all that stuff. So for my cleaner, Meguiar's Gold. But again, I've had Chemical Guys stuff before. There's still some in the garage. I just use whatever. All right, so this is the Chemical Guys stuff that I usually use. Pretty good stuff. I've had it for years and it just keeps going. Kind of looks gross. But the other thing I like to use is this Black Magic for the wheels. And so it's pretty nice. It's supposed to be a no scrub wheel cleaner. So I'm just gonna start off with the bug stuff. And I usually do this on the front and then on the side mirrors as well. Of course, the wind's blowing this right in my mouth. And then I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute or two. This is the first time I've actually read these instructions. But let that sit. I'll get my buckets ready. When I tell you I'm not a detailing pro, I don't even bother doing the 2-bucket thing. I clean my bucket really well and hope for the best. And now all I'm gonna do is take this mitt right here and I'm just gonna get these bugs out. So yes, I know, poor paint, swirl marks, those things. And look how good this turtle wax stuff works. Ignore the holes in my bumper. But this stuff melts these bugs off pretty good. A little microfiber scrubby guy. But yeah, this usually works pretty well for me. I'm sure you guys have 1,000,001 other ways to do this. And some of you detail folks are probably like, no, what are you doing? This begins my series of detailing videos on the channel. Now that we've got the bugs taken care of, well, for the most part, it's time to clean this off and get the car pre-rinsed and everything to get ready for some soap. I do not have a power washer, so we're going old school. So I'm just gonna do my pre-rinse really fast and just use a shower. And you can see, I'll give you guys a close-up of what the beading looks like before and we'll compare after. So now all I'm gonna do is dry the car. I just use some random generic towels, but use whatever you want, use whatever you like, and then we'll get into the GT Shine. All right, so now I've got half the car dry, half the car wet. I'm gonna try both applications and see if it makes any difference whatsoever, and we'll go from there. So let me grab the GT Shine and we'll hop right into it. All right, so I went ahead. I'm gonna just work on this little panel right here. I'm just gonna use this as my little test subject. The rest of it I can do off camera for you guys another time, or later on in the video, depends how I feel. So go ahead and throw this in there, throw this in there, and now we have a nice little spray bottle. And all it says is if it's dry, you can spray it directly on the panel. Yeah, for dry cars, spray directly onto the paintwork or onto a clean microfiber towel and spread product evenly. It says just 2 to 3 sprays per panel is sufficient, so we're just gonna do 1, 2, 3, a little extra. Then I'm going to do the wet side. For the wet side, it says you do pretty much do the same thing, but spray directly onto the paintwork or to this towel and dry your car as normal. So I'll go do that on the other side. Alright, once you've got that on there, it says just don't allow it to dry on the cars. Make sure you do this in a dry, cool place. And then just do one body panel at a time. And yeah, just take this dry microfiber towel and begin to buff the product away until any remaining haziness is removed. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And be right back with you guys after I get this on here. I just want you guys to see how clean and shiny this carbon fiber is. And then as far as the panels that I have done, nice and glossy. I'm not getting any hazing other than a little bit that I got on the window, but I'm just gonna go work around this and just buff this out, smooth it out. And I probably did a very bad job, but you can kind of see it beating off of it. So, I mean, for the price, I think that's worthwhile. What do you guys think? Straight to it, quick little review, and looking good.